Now to Texas, where the impact is being felt this morning from the nation's most restrictive abortion bill. The law went into effect on Wednesday, banning all abortions after a heartbeat can be detected in the fetus, which is as early as 6 weeks into a pregnancy, and that's before many women even know they're pregnant. And the ripple effects are now being felt beyond just Texas. NBC News reporter Liz McLaughlin joins us now from Austin. Good morning, Liz. So first, just tell us, what's the reaction been like to this new bill in Texas, and then what's the effect, what's the impact on neighboring states?
Savannah, women seeking these services are feeling desperate. We're already hearing some stories. For instance, one woman who is 5 weeks pregnant, so under the limit, but then tested positive for COVID, so has to quarantine for 2 weeks, unable to seek out these services from abortion providers, including the clinic behind me. We're at a Planned Parenthood clinic this morning. Another example, one woman took a medication-induced abortion that did not take, very rare, so now it's a high-risk pregnancy. So these phone lines to clinics outside of the state are almost turning into helplines. People are calling, crying, afraid, not sure what to do. Some women don't have the means or time off work to be able to travel out of the state. For instance, Trust Women's Clinic in Oklahoma usually fields about 3 to 5 calls from Texans a day. Now that number is closer to 50. Savannah.
Wow. I mean, that right there, you can understand the impact. Thank you so much. And also, we understand that some major companies in Texas are pushing back. Tell us the latest there.
So American Airlines and Silicon Laboratories have spoken out against this. Some of Texas' biggest employers, though, like AT&T, have been quiet about this. Bumble and Match, the dating companies, are both female-led and Texas-based. They've spoken out against this. And Uber and Lyft, they've set up funds so that their drivers can't be sued, or at least their legal fees will be covered, as this law really puts, except for patients can't be sued, but providers and anyone, quote, aiding and abetting, which that language is interesting, right? Because we're criminalizing in that language a constitutional right. But anyone helping someone get access to an abortion after 6 weeks can be sued, including those drivers that provide transportation. So Uber and Lyft speaking out about it, saying that their drivers will be covered, a handful of other companies, but a lot have remained quiet, some that did speak up for things like voting rights. Savannah?
Yeah, absolutely. And a reminder here, that's the big thing with this law, is that any private citizen is able to actually pursue legal action against somebody who's helping another person get that abortion. Now, Liz, what's next for this legislation, both in terms of where it goes from here and for those who are fighting against it?
You know, we've heard a lot of people speaking out. We're seeing outrage. You know, that's not necessarily direct action, but there is a court of public opinion, and that may push lawmakers to do some more as well. I just spoke to comedian Amy Schumer, who says she's not going to stop talking about this. The DOJ is seeking some action here. They might be able to sue as a violation of civil rights. Congress looking to pass some sort of federal law that could protect this. Meanwhile, people are setting up legal defense funds. And restraining orders are being issued. Planned Parenthood was able to get a restraining order that keeps at least one anti-abortion group from suing. But again, any private citizen can still do that. The constitutionality of this law is still in question.